Welcome to the Global History Channel. Step into the haunting and extraordinary moments of history captured through rare photographs. Our journey begins in 1942, where a desperate woman stands on a ledge as police officers lean from nearby windows, risking their lives to pull her to safety. The scene is tense, emotional, and a powerful reminder of the human instinct to save one another in moments of crisis. We move to the late 19th century, where the Zangaki brothers documented life in Egypt. One portrait shows a striking figure holding a spear and shield, standing with confidence and embodying the cultural depth and identity of the region. An image crafted with the photographer's signature dignity and precision. Jump ahead to 1997, a defining moment in technological history, as a world chess champion sits deep in concentration across from a computer opponent. The match reflects humanity's dawning realization that machines could surpass human strategic mastery, a turning point in the rise of artificial intelligence. Travel back to 1942 again inside the bustling production rooms of the New York Times. A worker in a protective visor painstakingly assembles printing plates by hand. In an era before digital printing, every page was built piece by piece, reflecting a craft that demanded skill, precision, and patience. Then journey to Tibet in 1925, where a skeleton dancer dressed in dramatic ceremonial costume performs during a sacred cham ritual. His mask and skeletal body paint symbolize life's impermanence and the triumph of wisdom over fear, a captivating example of Tibetan spiritual tradition. From ancient rituals to futuristic dreams, we visit the imaginative postcards of the year 1900, artists predicting life in the year 2000. One postcard visualizes an advanced ship slicing through stormy seas, embodying the optimism and fantasy with which people imagined the future. Not all moments of the past inspire wonder. Lewis Hines' early 1900s photograph reveals the harsh reality of child labor in America. A young boy's soot-covered face and weary eyes expose the brutal conditions children endured before reforms reshaped labor laws forever. Next, we ride above the river in 1913 Germany on the Wuppertaler Schwebebahn, the world's oldest electric suspended railway. Its futuristic monorail-style design glides through the city, showcasing the bold engineering vision of the early 20th century. In 1982, artist Agnes Deans creates a stunning contrast in Manhattan, a golden wheat field growing at the foot of the World Trade Center. Her land art installation, Wheat Field: A Confrontation, challenges viewers to reflect on environmental priorities in the heart of a global financial gala. Our journey turns somber as we witness the devastating Great Madras Famine of 1876. Emaciated individuals, their bodies ravaged by starvation, stand together in a heartbreaking photograph that reveals the immense human suffering caused by drought, crop failure, and colonial policies. From tragedy to optimism, we visit the 1939 New York World's Fair, where a visitor stands before the Trilon and the Perisphere, two gleaming monuments representing the world of tomorrow. They reflect a period of hope, innovation, and imagination. Step onto the HMS Daphne in 1868, where enslaved people crowd the deck after being rescued from an Arab slave ship. The British Royal Navy patrolled these waters to end the slave trade, and this photo stands as proof of the unimaginable suffering of those bound in captivity. In 1922, Howard Carter crouches over the sarcophagus of Tutankhamun, carefully examining the young pharaoh's golden mask and ancient artifacts. The discovery of the nearly intact tomb provided unprecedented insight into ancient Egyptian life and became the greatest archaeological find of the century. But history isn't always filled with marvels. In 1948, a shocking photo shows 4 children sitting beneath a sign that reads, "For children for sale." Their mother, overwhelmed by poverty and eviction, felt she had no choice. The image exposed the harsh realities many post-war American families faced. The 1930s bring us to the towering mooring mast of the airship R-101, where passengers prepared to board. Airships were once hailed as the future of long-distance travel, their massive frames floating elegantly through the skies before airplanes eventually replaced them. You into the early days of aviation, watching a Wright brothers aircraft soar overhead between 1902 and 1909. A man on the ground gazes up in awe, witnessing the birth of powered flight, an invention that would soon change the world forever. 1950s and 1960s Afghanistan, we see a different kind of progress. Educated young women in modern attire discussing academic materials. This rare image reflects a once forward-looking era in Afghan history before decades of conflict reshaped the nation. Next, we meet Chief John Smith, believed to have lived from 1784 to 1922, a claimed age of 138 years. His deeply wrinkled face tells a story of resilience and a life-spanning eras of dramatic change. Though debated, oral histories support his legendary longevity. Our journey turns to the open plains of Texas in 1910, where one of the last true cowboys rests beside his horse. As railroads and fences spread across the West, this iconic lifestyle was fading, making images like this a nostalgic glimpse into a dying era. Finally, we arrive in 1900 China, where soldiers from the Eight-Nation Alliance pose in a propaganda photograph during the Boxer Rebellion. Each soldier represents a different nation, uniforms carefully arranged to project unity, dominance, and international military power. If you enjoyed this journey through rare and powerful historical images, don't forget to like the video, subscribe for more stories from the past, and hit the bell icon so you never miss the next chapter. Thank you for watching, and until next time, keep exploring the world through the lens of history